Ever read a book that just sticks with you long after you've turned the final page? Today, we're diving deep into one of those unforgettable classics, Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. What makes this 60-year-old novel still so powerful? Let's find out. Published in 1960, To Kill a Mockingbird wasn't just a book. It was a cultural lightning rod. It tells the story of Scout Finch, a feisty young girl growing up in the racially charged American South during the Great Depression. Through her innocent eyes, we witness the beauty and the ugliness of her small town, Maycomb, Alabama. The story really has two main parts. The first is all about childhood wonder and mystery. Scout, her brother Jem, and their friend Dill are completely obsessed with their reclusive neighbor, Boo Radley. They see him as a monster, a ghost story come to life. They spend their summers daring each other to get closer to his house, trying to catch a glimpse of the man shrouded in rumors. This part of the story perfectly captures that feeling of childhood, where imagination and reality blur together. But then, the world gets a lot more serious. The second half of the book revolves around a tense courtroom drama. Scout's father, the principled lawyer Atticus Finch, is appointed to defend Tom Robinson, a black man falsely accused of attacking a white woman. Atticus knows he's fighting a losing battle against the town's deep-seated prejudice, but he takes the case anyway. Why? Because he believes in doing what's right, even when it's hard. He tells his children, "Real courage is when you know you're licked before you begin, but you begin anyway." The trial becomes the moral heart of the novel. Scout and Jem sneak into the courthouse and watch as their father masterfully proves Tom's innocence. Yet, the jury delivers a guilty verdict. This moment is devastating. It shatters the children's belief in fairness and justice, and it's a powerful lesson on how systemic racism can overpower the truth. It's impossible not to see the parallels to real-life cases, from the Scottsboro Boys trials that inspired the book to the injustices we still fight against today. The story's title comes from a key lesson Atticus teaches his children. It's a sin to kill a mockingbird. Mockingbirds don't do any harm, they just sing their hearts out for us. They symbolize innocence. Throughout the novel, we see innocent beings, like Tom Robinson and the mysterious Boo Radley, who are threatened by the cruelty of the world. The climax brings these two storylines together in a terrifying way. The man who accused Tom, Bob Ewell, is humiliated by Atticus in court and vows revenge. On a dark Halloween night, he attacks Jem and Scout. Just when all seems lost, a mysterious figure saves them. It's Boo Radley, the monster they feared, who turns out to be their quiet protector. In the end, the sheriff decides to protect Boo from the public spotlight, reinforcing the idea that you don't harm the innocent. So what can we take away from this incredible book? The lessons are timeless. First, the power of empathy. Atticus' most famous piece of advice to Scout is that you can understand someone until you climb into his skin and walk around in it. This is the core message of the book. By the end, Scout is able to stand on Boo Radley's porch and finally see the world from his perspective. This simple act of trying to understand others is the ultimate weapon against prejudice. In our own lives, whether at work or in our communities, practicing empathy can break down barriers and build connection. Second, what real courage looks like. It isn't about physical strength. It's about moral integrity. It's Atticus standing up for Tom Robinson. It's about standing for your principles, even when you're standing alone. This reminds us that our small, individual actions of integrity can ripple outward and create massive change. Third, the book forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about justice. The trial shows that our legal systems can fail and that justice isn't always blind. This is as relevant today as it was in the 1930s. It pushes us to advocate for a fairer system, whether through reforms like diverse juries or simply by being more informed and engaged citizens. To Kill a Mockingbird is more than just a story. It's a conversation about morality, justice, and humanity that we're still having today. It teaches us to protect the innocent, to fight for what's right, and most importantly, to see the world with a little more empathy. If you haven't read it, I can't recommend it enough. And if you have, what lesson stuck with you the most? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the books that shape our world.